This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out. See that I'm thinking, see I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the data they release us is false. And it gives a false narrative of the market so we can make bad trading decisions. Listen, the Supreme Court has taken some power out of the SEC hands, and they are not happy with it, okay? They are not happy with it, but I'm going to tell you something. I am happy with the Supreme Court decision. I'm happy on the Supreme Court decision because the SEC shouldn't be investigating. They want to be the investigator, the prosecutor, and the judge. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. And the thing is, if somebody's charged with violating any SEC rules before, they would have the case heard before a SEC paid judge. So therefore, they were not entitled to a jury trial. So they were kind of forced to pay those fines, even though a lot of the fines were very petty because these guys all worked together. The same guys that worked in the SEC worked on Wall Street. The same guys that worked on Wall Street work on the SEC. It's like a revolving door. It's like a revolving door. So a lot of times, if it's not too egregious, they just pat each other on the back, they pay the fines, and everybody's happy. But once in a while, SEC wants too big a fine, and these guys think they're not paying it. Or under a different circumstance, they might think they're innocent. And if you think you're innocent of the charges, and you think the SEC is overreaching, if SEC is the investigator, the prosecutor, and the judge, what are the odds of you getting a fair trial from the SEC? Highly unlikely. Okay, now if you're in the old boys club, you are not gonna let your case go outside of the SEC. You love that SEC protection. You love the fact that you know the prosecutor, you know the judge, you know the investigators. So you are gonna keep your case under SEC. You're gonna negotiate some petty fine to make sure that you don't have to admit any guilt, so your license is not at risk. But if you think you are innocent, if you think you didn't violate any laws, now you have the option of taking it out and going into federal court and getting judged by a jury of your peers. And that takes a lot of power away from the SEC because they can't put that pressure on you anymore because you know that you have the option of not going before a SEC judge. You can go before a real judge in a real court with a jury of your peers. And while that option is great for people who are innocent, the bad actors, and this is just my opinion, the bad actors who are going to continually rob retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules are not going to opt to go outside of the SEC umbrella. Okay, because outside of the SEC umbrella, evidence counts, the facts count. You don't have a buddy that you play golf with every day deciding what your fine's going to be. You don't have somebody who you play golf with every day acting as the judge or the prosecutor. So while it's great for innocent actors, people who the SEC might claim they violated the law, but they don't think they did, they're going to be in a great position with the option of going outside of the SEC to have their case heard. But the ones who rob and steal every day, who are in bed with the SEC, who are fully engaged with the fraud and corruption, this rule means absolutely nothing to them because they are never, ever gonna leave the umbrella and the safety of the petty fines that they receive from their buddies in the SEC. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. If you're guilty and you got all your buddies in the SEC, are you really going to go outside of the SEC and put it in front of a court that's going to require evidence and facts? You're not going to do that. You're going to stay on the SEC. You're going to take your petty fine, and then you're going to start robbing and stealing the next day after you pay your fines. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.